Okay, awesome. Hi, everyone. So we're going to start with last week. So last week, it was June 26th, and the title was We Never Know. And the two concepts we worked with was the end and the beginning. And this is my reflection. So if you want to, you can also end this class with a reflection. It does help. It does integrate the practice more, I have to say. Okay, we're starting with Pema. And the title today, so today is July 3rd, and the title is Loneliness. Loneliness. So I have already prepared, written down the date, July 3rd, loneliness. Okay, let's see what she has to say. Usually, we regard loneliness as an enemy. Heartache is not something we choose to invite in. It's restless and pregnant and hot with the desire to escape and find something or someone to keep us company. When we can rest in the middle, we begin to have a non-threatening relationship with loneliness, a relaxing and cooling loneliness that completely turns our usual fearful patterns upside down. Okay, so from this text, we now need to find two concepts to work with. So she's talking about resting in the middle. So maybe one is resting in the middle and the other one is running towards something or someone. So maybe one concept is resting in the middle and the other one is running towards something or someone. Okay, let's try that. Or if you find another concept, of course, you pick that. So sitting up tall, starting to move your feet. If you want to, you can look at your toes, notice the connection between the soles of the feet and the earth. We're trying to bring the mind into the physical body. And then come to stillness. Bring your awareness up to your two sitting bones. And today, the two sitting bones symbolizes the two concepts we're working with. So one is resting in the middle, and the other one is running towards something or someone. So resting or running, resting and running, resting and running. And then finding neutral. If you want, you can use your hands and gently tap on top of your head. Imagine how you're opening up your Sushumna. Open up that little opening at the top of your head to increase your connection to the universe and the earth. You can imagine the core of you as a straw, like you have a big straw or a straw that goes right through your body. And then imagine how your breath is moving in this Sushumna, the core of you. You can even imagine that the breath is like a brush that cleans it and clears it. It keeps it open to access the wisdom from the universe and the earth. And then placing your hands on your knees and starting the cat-cow motion. Notice when you inhale and when you exhale. And then decide, is the breathing pattern that you're using, is it helpful? If it is, you keep it. If it's not helpful, try something else. And then finding your way back to neutral. Okay, looking at your hands. And then open and close, and imagine your hands as blinking, bubbling stars, blinking, bubbling stars, trying to take skillful action. All the way up, clasp the hands, turn them over, straighten the elbows, breathe. And now you can breathe into the nose and out through the mouth. Maybe try to do the exhale a little longer than the inhale. And then reach and reach and reach and reach, and notice how the side of your body is opening up, how the rib cage is flexible and opening up, creating more space in your body. And then reach and turn, look behind you, breathe. And then release. Lift the shoulders a few times, lift and release, lift and release. And then look at the fingers again, blinking, bubbling stars all the way up. Clasp the hands the way that feels funny. And then turn the hands over, straighten the elbows, breathe into the nose and out through the mouth. Try to make the exhale longer than the inhale. That turns the parasympathetic nervous system on. And then reach and reach and reach and reach. Notice how you're using your feet, grounding into the earth to reach high, ground into the earth to reach high. And then reach and turn, look behind you, keep on breathing. Maybe notice how your belly is expanding on the inhale. And then release. And then lift and release the shoulders a few times. Okay, bring the arms up in cactus and then gently start the twisting motion. So we're working on perspectives, right? We're picking two concepts that seems to be opposite, like black and white, like resting and running, and then we are looking at them, trying to understand them. We're being curious and hopefully learn something. Okay, maybe think about, what do you prefer? Do you prefer to rest in the middle or run towards something and someone? So what is your pattern? So whatever pattern that is easy for you to do. It's like swimming with the current. And to create balance, we need to learn how to swim against that current. Sometimes the appropriate thing is to rest, and sometimes the appropriate thing is to run. Just we're trying to create balance between the two. And then letting the knee and the elbow connect. So what happens if we allow resting and running to connect? What if resting and running had a conversation? What would they say? And then even try it cross body. And then stay there, stay connected, stay. Let them stay, let running and resting stay in that conversation. If you want to, you can open up or twist even more and open up back. And then release. And then let the other run and the other rest connect and stay in conversation. What would happen if they stayed in conversation? And then release. And let's try all four. Imagine 2 resting and 2 running, staying connected, having a conversation. What would happen? What would happen? And release. Okay, with a wide and stable stance, we have the capacity to explore these concepts. So one is running towards something and someone, and the other one is resting in the middle. So when we are lonely, do we run towards something or someone, or can we rest in the middle? So running and resting, running and resting. Those are the 2 concepts we are exploring. And then what's in between? What's in between running and resting? So there are a lot of ideas in between. It's like black and white, and then there are a lot of colors in between. So if we can explore all these nuances, we will be able to take more skillful action. That's the idea. Okay, let's come back to neutral. And then imagine running when you're lonely and you run towards something or someone. What color? How do you feel? What color? Pick a color, dip your fingers, and then draw that image. Draw the image when you are running. Draw the image. How do you feel? What does it look like? Draw the image. What color is it? And then release that image. Okay, the other one is, here you are, you're lonely and you are resting in the middle, resting in the middle. When you do that, what color is it? What color is it? Dip your fingers in the paint and then draw that image. What does it look like when you are resting in the middle? And then release. And then jump the feet together, jump the feet together. Now look at your toes, spread your toes. And then dip the toes in ink, dip the toes in ink. Write the story when you are running towards something or someone. So when you're lonely and you start running towards something or someone, what's happening? Write the story. Write the story. And then step out wide, elbows to knees, fingertips together. Lengthen the spine. Breathe. And then if you want to release the hands down, let the head drop heavy. You can walk your fingers forward if that's helpful. And breathe. Inhale, come back up, and then place that foot on your knee. Use your fingers to open up your toes. Gently guide that knee out wide. And then slide the knees together. Whatever leg is on top, that arm goes under. Give yourself a hug. And then find your way to your version of eagle. I'm going to do this today. I fell on my shoulder. My shoulder is messed up. Okay, here you are. This eagle is running. This eagle is running towards something or someone. Look at the eagle. What does it look like? How does it feel? Look at the feathers, the eyes. How does it move? And then let that eagle fly away, fly away, fly away. Okay, the left leg. So open up the toes, dip the toes in ink, and write the story when you're resting, when you are resting in the middle. So here you are, you're lonely and you're resting in the middle. What's the story there? And then step out wide, elbows to knees, fingertips together. Breathe. Now this time place the left hand on the floor, the right hand on the right knee. Inhale to lengthen the spine. Exhale, look up toward the sky. And then on next exhale, you can push a little harder into both hands, come a little deeper into the twist. Maybe pick the top hand up. And then if you want to, the top hand can go down and hold on to the opposite ankle. And then maybe walk the left hand forward. Look underneath your armpit. And then find your way back to elbows to knees. Breathe. And then place the right hand on the floor, left hand on the left knee. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, look up. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale and push a little harder into both hands. Come a little deeper into the twist. And then maybe let the top arm come up. And then if you want to, you can thread the needle. Thread the needle, hold on to opposite ankle. Walk the right hand forward. Look underneath the armpit. Inhale, come back. Stay here for a moment. And then All the way up, place the left foot on the right knee. Use your fingers to open up the toes. Open up the toes. Gently guide that left knee out wide. So we store a lot of stories in our bodies and especially in the hips. And then slide the knees together. Whichever leg is on top, that arm goes under. Give yourself a hug. And then find your way to your version of pigeon. Your version of pigeon. Now, this pigeon is resting in the middle. So it's lonely, but it's resting in the middle. So look at this eagle. What does it look like? Look at its feather, the eyes. How does it move? How does it feel? And then let that eagle fly away, fly away, fly away. Okay, another wide and stable stance. Blinking, bubbling stars all the way up. Clasp the hands, turn them over, straighten the elbows. Breathe. Now imagine that your arms are wings and your fingers are feathers. So here you are an eagle. Allow those wings to spread out wide. Spread out your wings wide. And then fly out in the world. Flying out in the world. So here you're flying. What do you see? What do you see? And then come up high and then dive deep. Fly up high. Exhale, dive deep. Turn the palms up, come up high. Turn the palms down. One more time, fly up high. And this time, exhale, and then bring the hands behind you, holding on to opposite forearms, and then stay there. Now pay attention to your wings and where the wings attach to your body. Notice any places that need extra care. And then use your breath, use your own breath to rinse and clean and heal anything that needs to be rinsed or cleaned or healed. Maybe imagine your breath as soft, warm water, caring for any soreness or blisters. And then release your right hand, shake it out, bring it up and over. And then imagine how the fingertips are connecting. Breathe. And then release that one. And then release the left, shake it out, bring it up and over, and imagine how those fingers are connecting. And then release, shake it out. Okay, we're gonna build some strength in the legs now. So bring the heels a little closer to the chair. Big inhale, exhale, come up to stand. I'm gonna pick 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shake it out. We're gonna do one more time. Big inhale, exhale. Pick the same or a different number. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Check it out. Okay, big inhale, exhale. And then this time we're going to stay standing. If you feel dizzy, you can place the hands on the chair and breathe a few times. And then bend the knees and come up to standing. Bending knees are good. Okay, we're going to do the breath of joy. 3 inhales and 1 exhale, starting with the arms out wide. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, exhale. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, exhale. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, exhale. And let the arms go. Let the arms go. And you can let the arms go from side to side. Then they can make circles. You can dance around. You don't have to stay on the mat. You can leave the mat. And then eventually letting the knee and the elbow connect again. Knee and elbow connecting. Let them go across the midline. And then finding position of power, finding your position of power. Place your hands on solar plexus at the power center of your body. Bend your knees and breathe into it. So breathe in. Exhale, open up. Breathe in. Exhale, open up. Breathe in. Exhale, open up. And then stay open, stay open. And then place your hands on your hips again. And then starting to build external support. External support. And then lean and lift. Lean and lift. Breathe. Both external hips are working, getting stronger. And then the other side, lean and lift. So together in this community, we are building external support by practicing together. And then eventually we take skillful action, what we in yoga call skillful action. Okay, now think about the two concepts. So one is running towards, so when I'm lonely, am I running towards something or someone, or am I resting in the middle? And we all have a pattern. And my guess is that most of us are running towards something or someone. But so whatever pattern is dominant in you, we're going to try to push that away to make space for the other pattern to take some more space to create balance. So are you usually running or are you usually resting? So let's see. So pick one, give it a shape, a color, a form, and then push it away, push it away. And it's going to be so hard because you probably have done this for maybe your entire life. And now we are asked to do something different. It's going to be very hard, but we are going to win. We're going to push it away. It might need some kicking. And eventually we are going to win. And now we have created balance between the running and the resting. Notice how the other pattern is taking more space in your life. Okay, and let's celebrate that with 3 sun salutations. I'm going to use the chair today. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, up and over. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, down the midline. That was 1. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, up and over. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, down the midline. That was 2. Last one. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, up and over. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees. Inhale all the way back up. Exhale, down the midline. And then stay there holding your own heart in between your hands with self-love and self-compassion. And then release. Okay, we're going to step back to warrior 1. So starting in Tadasana, big toes to touch, heels slightly apart. Inhale to chair posture. Exhale to Anjali Mudra. Transfer the weight to the left, right heel comes off. Take a big step back. Find the earth behind you with the toes and then the heel. Both hip bones are pointing forward. Okay, when you have a wide and stable stance, that's when you bring the hands up. There's no rush. There's no running, there's resting. And then maybe you're choosing to bring the arms up. Breathe. Warrior 1 observes without judgment. Simply taking in the facts. And then bring your hands to your back pockets. If you want to bring your awareness to your heart space, and then ask yourself, what does your heart truly desire? Allow the heart to lead forward and move into warrior 3. You could have both hands on the chair, you could have 2 fingers on the chair, or no support, no external support, except the earth. And then slowly come back to Tadasana, mountain posture. Okay, let's try the other side. Inhale to chair, exhale to Anjali Mudra. Transfer the weight to the right, left heel comes off. Take a big step back. Create that wide and stable stance. And then find your way to your version of warrior 1. Observe without judgment. Are you running or are you resting? There's no judgment in Warrior One. Simply observe. Are you usually running or are you usually resting? Bring your hands to your back pockets. Bring your awareness to your heart center, heart space. And then allow the heart to lead forward, moving into Warrior Three. And you pick whatever support you need today. Every day is going to be different. And then slowly find your way back to mountain posture. Okay, inhale to chair, exhale to Anjali Mudra. Transfer the weight, right heel comes off. Take a big step back. This time, we open up the pelvic halves. Open up the pelvic halves. Okay, one arm in the past, the other one in the future, and you are right here in the present moment. Flip the front hand and reverse the warrior. Notice how that left side of your body is opening up. Breathe into it. And then from here, move through the present moment and all the way into the future. The long line of energy going from the back foot all the way up to your fingertips. And then back to the present moment again. Hands on your hips. Straighten that front knee. Release the hand down. Trikonasana. So what kind of blinking, bubbling star do you need to be today to become a better version or closer to who you really are? The core of you is already perfect. And then find your way back to Warrior Two. Now, place your hands on the chair. And then transfer the weight forward, pick up that back foot. Maybe let the top arm come off. Maybe the left hand comes towards the floor or not. And we're still breathing. And then finding your way back to Tadasana. Okay, other side. Inhale to chair, exhale to Anjali Mudra. Transfer the weight, left heel comes off. Take a big step back, open up the pelvic halves. One arm in the past, the other one in the future. And we are right here in the present moment. Flip the front hand, reverse the warrior. Who were you in the past, or how did you act in the past when you were lonely, maybe? So when you were lonely, in the past, did you run or did you rest? And then move into the future. And what would you like to do in the future? What would be a better response in the future? And then back to the present moment. Hands on your hips, straighten the front knee, release the hand down, Trikonasana. Gaze comes up, arm comes up. So what kind of blinking, bubbling star do you need to be today to move towards aligning with your perfect core? Hand comes down, gaze comes down, rebend that front knee. Back to the present moment. Here we are. Place the hands on the chair. Stay there for a couple of moments. And then transfer the weight. Pick up that back leg. Maybe the arm comes up. Maybe one arm comes down to the floor. Oh my. Ardha Chandrasana, half moon posture. And then slowly find your way back to Tadasana. Okay, tree posture. We're starting on top of the mountain. We're dropping that seed. Watch it create a root system. And then transfer the weight, let the right hip comes off. And allow your plant to grow. Allow your plant to grow. Maybe it grows into a traditional tree posture. Maybe it's a standing pigeon. Maybe a dancer. Or maybe a completely new posture that no one has seen before. And then finding your way back to Tadasana, mountain. Drop another seed. Watch it grow. The roots go wide and deep into the core of the earth. Transfer the weight, left heel comes off. And then allow this plant to grow. It's a little windy sometimes. And maybe this tree is completely alone, or maybe it's part of a big forest. Maybe the trees are too close, or maybe they're too far away. And then slowly come back to the top of the mountain. Okay. Feet are a little wider than your hips. Spread the toes, hands on the chair. Bring the knees together. And then stay there, opening up the toes. If you want to, you can release your hips back towards your heels. There's an internal rotation of the legs. And then come back up. Now, take your thumb, take the color of running. What does the color of running look like? Draw a big circle. Give that heel a little dot. And then take your other thumb, the color of resting. What is the color of resting? And then draw that circle. And then mix the two colors. Mix the two colors. Draw two big circles. And then place your hands in your back pockets. Now stay there. If you want to bring your awareness to your heart space, go deep inside your own heart. What does your heart desire? What is your deepest longing? And then release, untuck the toes. You can keep the knees together or wide, that's your option or your choice. And then coming down to your version of child's posture. So resting in child's posture for a few moments. And then inhale and come back up. Clasp the hands. Create that stable tripod. Tuck the toes. Test the support. If it doesn't help you, change it. When it works, lean into it and then bring the knees off. Walk the feet closer. Stay there in dolphin posture. I forgot for a moment. And then bend the knees and slowly come up to standing. If you feel dizzy, place the hands on the chair and stay here for a moment and breathe. And then bend the knees and slowly come up. If you feel dizzy, place the hands on the chair and do it again. Okay, so now let's see. I'm going to read the same passage and let's see what we hear this time. Loneliness. Usually, we regard loneliness as an enemy. Heartache is not something we choose to invite in. It's restless and pregnant and hot with a desire to escape and find something or someone to keep us company. When we can rest in the middle, we begin to have a non-threatening relationship with loneliness. A relaxing and cooling loneliness that completely turns our usual fearful patterns upside down. Okay, so now with that in mind, we have about 9 minutes to sit up tall. Find your breathing, just notice your breathing. You can keep your eyes open or closed. And then I'm gonna be quiet. So we have about 8-9 minutes to do this. Here we go. Wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, move your head from side to side. Take a deep breath in, let it go. Bring your hands to Anjali Mudra, holding your own heart in between your hands with self-love and self-compassion. Bowing gratitude for this practice, thousands of years old. Thank your inner guide, your past, present, and future teachers, and all the people that are joining you on this journey. Open your eyes, raise your gaze, and thank you so much for practicing together this morning. Namaste. Okay, now if you want to, you can take your journal. It's July 3rd. The title was Loneliness. The two concepts we worked on with was running and resting. And during my meditation, what I actually two new words that came up. Running for me was, she talked about company. Running is company to me, and resting is connection. So when I feel connected to someone, I can rest. If I just feel that I'm in the company of someone, I'm going to be running. That's what I learned during my meditation. Okay.